I want to share with you something that I've noticed as I am being a substitute teacher, something that I actually love doing. During the times that I substitute, I get to talk to the young people, and I talk to a couple of them, and I ask questions about their future and about their situation they're going through, about what they want out of life and where they want to go and stuff like that. One of the things that I've noticed is these youth nowadays, when you ask them what do they want to be when they grow up, they don't know. I've talked to ninth graders, eighth graders, seventh graders that don't know what they want to be when they grow up. And I'm a little taken by that. But it's when I talk to the 11th and the 12th graders that really sparked something in me. I remember talking to a 12th grader 2 years ago, and I asked him, I said, what are you going to do when you graduate? He was so excited about graduating. He was just ready to get out of the house. And what bothered me was when he said, I don't know. Now, had this been the beginning of the 12th grade year, it would have caused an alarm to go off in me. This question was asked in the middle of the senior year, when the majority of the seniors are preparing and already decided where they're going to college or where they're going to work at or where they're going to live at and stuff like that. This senior, who is so excited about graduating, when asked what he's going to do with his life, what he's going to do when he graduates, had no idea what he wanted to do. That's when I noticed the trend of you asking children what do they want to be when they grow up. They have no idea. They don't know. I attended a graduation last year, and the principal got up and talked about one of his graduates that after he graduated, he decided he wanted to be a welder. He was like, had he known that while he was in high school, he could have came out with all kinds of certificates already because of the program that they have in the high school. So I'm asking the question, when did we stop asking our children what do they want to be when they grow up? I remember when I was a youth, and I remember being asked over and over and over again at a very young age, as early I can remember is in the 4th grade, what do you want to be when you grow up? The focus was the future. But now, by the time we got to high school, most people already knew what they wanted to be and headed in that direction. But now it seems like we've missed that element, and these children don't have a future. It's not that they don't have a future. They are not speculating on their future. They're not paying attention to their future. They're literally, these kids just want to graduate. Okay, let me back up. I'm getting a little excited. We need to start, this is the main point of what I want to say today. We need to start asking these youth again at a very young age, what do you want to be when you grow up? I feel, and this is just me, I haven't looked at any statistics or any findings or any studies on this, but this is just me. I feel like since we've stopped asking children at a young age what do they want to be when they grow up, we have taken away the sense that there's a future that they have to plan for. Those of you that are my age and older know by the time you got to high school, you had already had your plan set on when you wanted to go, and you started formulating your class to that idea, to that goal, to that career. But our youth are graduating high school and just now trying to figure out what they want to do with their life. Like I said, I haven't done any studies or looked at any statistics, but I believe if we point our youth to their future, they'll pay more attention to their present. They won't make a lot of the decisions that we hate that they're making today. If we understand, let me rephrase that, if they understand that to get into college, matter of fact, let's talk about sports, because this seems to be a big thing. I'm not trying to demean sports at all, but it's an easy analogy I can use. We are taking our children and we're taking them outside at a young age, and we're playing catch with them, and we're doing all these drills with them in hopes that they would be very great in a particular sport, especially when they're good. But what we haven't done is told them that academics plays a major part of scholarships. Why would you? I'm not even going to ask that question because that's a red herring question. But at the end of the day, we need to get our youth refocused on their future. If we get them refocused on their future, I believe they'll change their present. This is Mr. Bowtie telling you two things. One, be the best you that you can be. And two, it's called life, live it. And today I'm going to ask the youth what do they want to be when they grow up.